Hi guys, good morning and welcome back. This is vlog number six, and I literally woke up like a few minutes ago. I already ate breakfast. It's right now almost 11. It's 10:58 in the morning. So yeah, a little, well, that's not really late start to be honest, but I did sleep late last night, and for some reason I woke up at 6 in the morning and I was up for like 40 minutes or something, and then I fell back asleep. I am excited. So last night I didn't really read much anymore after I stopped vlogging because it just didn't feel like it. So I'm still halfway through Akawar, which is good. I mean, I can read the other half today and finish it today. And yeah, so that's like the schedule for it. But right now what I'm really excited is to watch It's Okay Not to Be Okay on Netflix. It's a K-drama. I think a lot of you, or some of you maybe, have heard of it. It's really good. I am in love with it. Like, in love is an understatement. I love the characters. I love the storyline. It's so good. I have a big crush on both of the main characters, and it's mind blowing, like, to be honest. So It's Okay Not to Be Okay. It's basically about Gangtae, who has a brother who is autistic, and they kind of like move around a lot because he doesn't like to be in one place for a long time. But it's based on him always running away from people because he doesn't like to get attached to people or close to people. And then he meets Moon Young, who is apparently someone who's very important to him back, like, from his past. And she has like this antisocial trait, and they kind of like start to get along and kind of remember all these things about their childhood, and they all are very tormented people. They have a lot of, like, their past is just very broken, and they sort of start healing when they meet, and it's just a beautiful story. And since Moon Young she's a kids author, like a children's book author, she really intertwines like our classic stories, like I think it was The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I think there's one. Also there's another one I can't remember, Beauty and the Beast. And yeah, like that's basically like the gist of it, but it's just so good. Like, I'm not very familiar with K-dramas, to be honest, because I've only seen a few, and that's because I only have watched K-dramas thanks to Park Seo-joon, because I love him. I mean, I'm gonna put a picture over here. He's gorgeous and he's beautiful. So I'm not very familiar with a lot of K-dramas, but because I'm very picky. But with this one, for some reason, I saw the trailer and I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. Like, I don't know what it was, but it was so good looking. So I did not regret looking at this K-drama at all. The only downfall is that since I'm up to date, every weekend there's 2 episodes, like an episode on Saturday and then an episode on Sunday. And right now I think I'm on episode 11 and 12 this weekend, I mean today. So I'm really excited to watch it right now. I'm so excited. I've been, like, literally this is all I've been waiting for all week, because I literally just rewatch some of the episodes during the week, and that to wait for the episodes like this weekend. Yeah. So if you're looking for a K-drama to watch, please watch that, because it's amazing, like literally amazing. So I'm gonna do that, just to gush and freak out. Okay. Okay, so I just finished watching the show, and oh, it's so good. It's so freaking good. Like, I cried. Obviously, if you saw the clip, I cried so much. It's just such a good show. I just can't. I'm so attached to these characters. Probably that's why. But oh my god, was it just beautiful. I'm excited to see tomorrow's episode. But then again, hopefully it doesn't hurt as the past 2 episodes, I think it was. Yes. The last 2 episodes, I think it was episode 9 and 10, was really, really rough. Because we had all these like really nice things, and then the last 5 minutes were just like shot to the heart. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna get ready to read. I think I'm just gonna change out of my PJs because I need to change out of my PJs. And yeah, and I'm gonna start reading Aquar. I have the book right here. Yeah, halfway through. Like, I don't know why I thought it would be a great idea to read this book during a readathon, but here we are. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm excited. Actually, my vlog for yesterday's video is gonna go up, and yeah, that's basically it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Like literally, I have eye bags for days. I swear to God, I'm not crying at the book. I swear, my eye is just teary. Okay, so hi guys, it's been a few hours since I guess I last updated you. You saw a montage of all the things that I was doing, and apart from that, I went to eat, and then I rewatched the episode from It's Not Okay Not to Be Okay from today's episode because it was beautiful, so I had to rewatch it, and I cried again. So update on the book. I've read like 100 more pages, I believe. I'm on chapter 50. You can see it on chapter 50. I'm like 60 something% of the book, and I had forgotten how much I love like the political aspect of this world, or at least like before everything goes down, and I am like living for it. I'm also loving Nesta so much more the second time around. Like I didn't really appreciate her as much in the first time I read this book, and I'm just loving so much her character. Like I just love it. Also, I think I've said this before in like previous vlogs, well, in like previous videos when I have read the series, but Lucian is literally my favorite character in the series. Like it's one of my favorites. Definitely Nesta is my favorite though, like from the series, but I mean obviously we see her like right at the end or in the middle of ACOTAR, but I love Nesta in this book so much. She is so fierce, she's bitchy, and we're here for it. Other than that, I think I'm still gonna keep reading the book because I feel like I'm like on a, what's it called? I'm on a reading spree right now, and I'm really feeling it. So I'm gonna keep reading, and hopefully I can finish this soon so I can start my last book for the reading rush. This is the last challenge that I need to finish it, to finish the reading rush, except for one, which is to read 7 books. So if I finish this, I'll be done with like the official challenges, I guess you could say. And if I start reading the next book, well, it's my 7th book, then that means that I will completely win the reading rush through and through, and I'm really excited about that. And it's just I can already see it, like I can see the finish line right in front of my face, and I want it. I got it. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's keep reading.
Many hours later.
I finished the book. Oh my god, I'm so happy. So I finished Aquar and I am ecstatic. So rereading this book was kind of like an up and down sort of thing. I just couldn't stand hearing the word mate. It was really annoying. But I grew past that, and I cannot tell you how much I loved rereading this book. It just made me so warm and happy to like have these other characters interact with Farah and with Reese, and I am so excited for Keisha and Nesta book. Oh my god, this just literally solidified my love for Keisha and Nesta. Like, Nesta is just, she's a bitch. Like, I can tell you that, but she is the baddest bitch ever. Like, I love her so much. I love her so much, and I love Keisha, and I love all the people in the court. I just love them so much. I love all the characters, and I cannot stress this enough. I am so excited for freaking Nesta and Keisha book. Like, literally, like all of the, well, you cannot see them, but all of the pink, well, most of the pink are like Nesta and Keisha and like interactions between each other. I just love Keisha and Nesta so much. I can't. And then I just didn't realize that Lucian was like there for like part of it, but then he was like gone for like literally 60-70% of the book. But other than that, like, I love this series. I know there's a lot of like, not hate, but there's a lot of controversy and like unpopular opinions about the series and Sarah J Maas itself. I know she's problematic, but I love her books. I'm trash for her books, and I'm trash for the series, and I just loved it. Officially, I have finished all of the reading challenges for the reading rush. I completed the one outside. I completed the book that starts with the. I completed the one a book that takes place in a different continent, and the genre that I wish to. I doubled up on that one. The genre that I wish to go for more. My birthstone, and I'm missing one. I cannot remember the other one. There were 6. Oh, the one that I touched. Like first touch. Yeah, I finished all the challenges. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so the last challenge for me, I guess you could say, is to read a 7th book. So I need to read a 7th book. I think I'm still gonna stick to my TBR, so I am going to read the Star Touch Queen. So I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Thank god it's not huge like this book. So I think I can do it. I think I can make it. And if I start tonight, I probably won't do that because last night I said that and I didn't do it. But if I start tonight, yeah, I'm not gonna say that. You know what? No, I'm not gonna say that. So I'm gonna start it tomorrow and hopefully finish tomorrow, and I can win the reading rush. Wow, I'm so excited. So yeah, so that's basically like my wrap up for today. And I know that Kevin and some other booktubers have been like doing challenges, like video challenges. I know I was aware of it, but I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it. I did make some tea today finally, because yesterday I said I was gonna do it and I didn't do it. And I'm gonna share, I think I'm gonna share a bookish memory, I guess you could say. So this was back in 2013. That year was a very hard year for me because it was the last year in college and I was doing my thesis, and that was the year where I was introduced to the mortal instruments, and I just was reading very avidly. Like literally I read the mortal instruments in a span of a week, literally, quite literally. I think the only book that was missing was, I think at that time, was City of Heavenly Fire, and I had read books from 1 to 5 of the mortal instruments, and then the Infernal Devices I read literally all of like the 3 books as well, and Clockwork Princess had just come out. Either way, so that year I was quite reading avidly. Like I said, I think that year I read over 100 books. And in October, usually here in my city, there's a book fair where some Latin American editorials or publishers come and they sell their books. And that was gonna be the first year that was the first year that I went, and holy guacamole, did I buy books. I mean, they were very expensive, but I really did not care. I literally came out from that book fair with 18 books. I was so excited to be in a book fair where I was surrounded by books, and I was surrounded by people who love books, and it was just insane. Like literally it felt like I was in freaking Disneyland, even though at that time I had never been to Disneyland, but that's how it felt. And it was just so amazing and so much fun. But at the same time, I feel like my friends were not having as much fun because I asked them to help me with my books. I literally walked out with like bags of books, but I was just so excited, so happy to be in that convention or book fair. And that's one of like my best bookish memories, I guess you could say. Another bookish memory, I guess I'm gonna give you another one because I can. Another bookish memory that I remember quite literally, I think it was when I started reading the Mortal Instruments, actually. I remember I saw the trailer for the movie and it really intrigued me. I think a close friend, I think I posted about it on my Facebook that I was excited for this movie because it looked cool. And she said that that movie was based on some books, and I was like, oh really? And I'm like, okay. And I remember talking to a friend back then that I really wanted to read the book. Like I really wanted to read a book, but I was very picky of the books that I wanted to read because again, I was not an avid reader back then. And I remember she told me that her sister had the book, so she lent me one of her books, and I remember she gave it to me at college. We were on campus. She's like, here's the first book, if you want to read the next one, just ask me and I'll bring it to you. I'm like, okay. So I was at the library and I was, reading the Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. I remember thinking like, oh, this is so cool. And then I had like a free period or 2 free periods or something, and literally sat down and started reading the Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. And I remember that when it was time to go to class, I did not see the time, and I was like, okay, I have to go. Literally, as soon as I walked in my class, I went to the back because I am a cool kid, so I sat at the back. I literally just read. Like, I did not give a crap about class, and I was just reading. I think I got into like the scene where they're in the greenhouse, I think I read, yeah, I got into the scene of the greenhouse, and I was like, oh my god, they're kissing, oh my god, like that cheesy scene. But I remember quite literally my friend sitting in front of me going like, are you seriously reading instead of paying attention to the class? And I'm like, yep. So that's a bookish memory, I guess you could say. Well, I told you two, so maybe tomorrow I'll tell you another one. But yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. I hope that you are doing great. I hope that you're having a great reading rush. Hopefully tomorrow what tomorrow is? Day 7? Yes, day 7. I hope that you crunch up those numbers and crunch some pages so that you can do very well. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video. Bye.